She ride dick like a carnival. Been over having flashbacks, she gon' eat me up like a carnival. It's the way I pop my shit, the hoes not ready. I'm going barnacles. Moving to feel like a Jason, can't get arrested, I make them start mode. She want a private session.
Guys, Anthony the Figure Guy here, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Kaiju No.8 or Kaiju No.8, whatever you want to say. I say Kaiju No.8, but I just Kaiju No.8 because that's really what I mean. I should probably drop that, but it's been a while since I posted, but it's because my stand broke and I really wasn't able to record. I mean, it did break pretty bad with this snapping. This is what hold the phone, this is what extended it, causing the phone stand to break. So me being able to record was not possible, but I have two reviews coming up after him. One of them may be in the background, one of them is not in the background. He was over here, now he's not. But today we'll be taking a look at an SH Figuart. So we're gonna start off with the box, move on to the accessories, a little bit of the details of the figure, and then after that, articulation, final thoughts, and that's it. So starting off with the box, it's subtle SH Figuarts, the big window, you can see the figure, some of the accessories. Right here we have a picture of Kaiju No.8, a nice baby blue on the box, a teal on the back. Right here, Bandai name code. Down here, Tamashii Nations with their logo, Bandai, Kaiju No.8. Then a sticker so you know it's real. Right here we have Kaiju screaming, and on the side Kaiju No.8 with a couple black lines. Then on this box, or on this side of the box, a little more professional with the lines going down. Kaiju right here. He's not glossy. None of this is glossy. I don't think he has any gloss on the box. But up here, SH Figuarts Kaiju No.8. Then right here it says it, and then he's in like a punching type of pose. Down here, Kaiju No.8 with SH Figuarts, a picture of his face. Then now the back of the box where you get to see more like Japanese writing and other legal stuff down here that I would not be reading. A couple poses and showing some of his accessories. That's it for the box. Now let's get him out of the box and take a quick look at him, the accessories on from there. Alright, now we have him here in the tray. You see his accessories, you can see him, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick tray shot. So now we'll just pop it out of the tray and start the review. So taking him out the tray here he is standing. He's pretty tall, to be honest, but okay, he's pretty tall. He had like this weird like bone look on him, spine, the mask, collarbone. Then he has blue in between his abs, on his arms, on his hand, and on his feet. And this weird armored look with like his arms and his inner thigh and his abs looking like they have muscles, which is really cool. And that's really it for the small details. After accessories, we'll take a way closer look at the figure. So let's get on to the accessories now. Praying with everything on my life that this box doesn't fall, because I just want this phone stand I'm using right now isn't in the best condition either, where I can't point the camera down. So the best I could do is lay the tray right here and pull out a couple accessories. Starting off, I guess we can start off with the two accessories. There's three of them. We start off decent, start the lamest, and not the lamest, but not really like that cool. There are these three little spikes that will plug into this interchangeable leg. Okay, maybe I should have not started off with these, because this is a big accessory. This is the back of the leg, this is the front, it's more like the shin. It's where you plug in the feet. I don't know why I had it over here. It's where you plug in the foot and the knee. Then this is the back, this would be the front, and they all have different shapes. And show to these. This one has like a half circle, this one has like an L. This one is I really don't know what that shape is, to be honest. The leg has some pretty nice detail on it with like little red like veins or a design, then like a white design top and bottom. The same like texture up here and down there as that on his normal leg, and then that's just about it. And then for his second interchangeable part, since we already talked about his first, that was his supercharged leg. Now we have his supercharged arm. It's more flared out in the front. In the back, he has the 3 spikes. Like, they're not spikes, but they look like they're growing. He only has 2 of them, and it's like flared out like a flower. And right here's where you could put the hand, and right there's where you could put the elbow. But that's really it. It's just blue, white. It just has the same texture. Then when it comes to faces, on the other hand, starting off the most basic one, it's the same face as this one, but the eyes look just a little more relaxed. And he's looking off to his left. It looks really nice. Fits that head perfectly. And it's really cool. Now for my least favorite head, it's like it'd be like him, like a comedy scared face. You can see his tongue, his teeth. His eyes are all white. They kind of look like the Naruto scared face. And the Kakashi one, like here's this black, little red for the tongue, and that's the peg he would pop the mask on. And then for his last face, my personal favorite, is his supercharged screaming face. His eyes are all blue, little black pupil, his mouth is open, his teeth are sharp, you can see his tongue a little bit, and he just looks really cool. They had shading in the eyes, darker outward, why they're going in, the black on the side, same thing inside the mask being black and white. And there's the hole you peg the face into the head. And then for the hands, he only comes with 1 pair of hands, meaning there's only 2 hands. They're like these kind of like open ones, like if he's gonna scratch you, he's gonna grab you, or he's like charging up, or he looks like just like same thing as grabbing, like he's reaching out to you. They have the blue details right here, blue right here on the knuckles, and then a little bit of blue on the palm right here. It's like more of a teal, honestly, but it's still blue. Not a lot of accessories, but really worth the money, the $45 I paid for this. Now it's, I mean, this is like basically an accessory when you like. When I normally show the accessories, it's not on the box, but now with Tamashii, they're putting their like how to use a certain part of the figure on the back. Shows you both his hands, how to plug in the little like spikes into his supercharged leg, and how to interchange the legs, which I think is way nicer than having a little piece of paper that you can easily use. Now, let's get him up and close with better details. Now we have him up close, ready to do closer details. Starting off with his chest and his shoulders, above his collarbone, and just not on the back. He has some it's like a scaly texture. Doesn't have much of a feel to it, just feels a little bumpy. And that's about it. Under here it's like flat, and on the shoulders, just the rest is like a bumpy texture with some blue white lines going up. Up on the head, he has his mask. This is the first face, the base face, where it just be him looking straight. Nothing too crazy. It's just like the one looking to the left, but looking to his left, but he's looking straight. Popping the faces in are really easy. Just gotta push down. There's these 3 scaly things on the back of his head. They're not really articulated, but they just go down. This one's on a ball joint up here. Right here we got the blue between his abs, and they have like a muscle texture. Same for the shoulders, and between like under this armored pad. And then on the back, nope, between the knees and right here on this part of the foot. He had like the spine texture going down, and then same for the collarbone and the mask. And then he just really has the same armor texture going throughout the whole suit. They painted this figure really nice, no bleeds, nothing. They really did a flawless job with this figure, and I really like the way they painted it. Figuarts did a really good job painting this figure. And since we're already here, I guess we can move on to the articulation, starting off with the head. Now looking up, you could go that far. Then with the mask, you could push it up a little more, make him look up just a decent amount. Looking down, he could look down around that far. His head, he could look around 360 all the way around. His mask, he could tilt, move up and down without the head. Not really up and down. Tilting, not really either. Then his tilt to the right, pretty good. To the left, also good. And pretty nice swivel right there. With the ab crunch, you could go down about just that far. That's really good. That's actually really good. Going back, he could about go back that far. Pretty good too. Just the spine and these muscle pieces right here getting in the way, which I don't really like. But I mean, it's kaiju. He's a big monster. What would you have him doing a backflip on a city? And then this is articulate right here. It goes. It could shift up. It's already up, and it shifts down, and you can spin it around. I've done it before. It's just a little hard. I don't know why you would want to spin it, but whatever you have going on in your head. With the arms, they could go up around that far. Not really that far for a big monster who would probably want to put his arm up all the way, but it does work. You could spin them around 360, and then with the butterfly joints, he could cross his arms pretty well. I mean, he does punch a lot, so that would work. Going back, go back that far, but again, he's a pretty tall monster. Don't really want him throwing his arms back for. Then he has a bicep swivel. Goes 360 all the way around, both arms. I don't know how I forgot. I haven't done a review in so long. We have double jointed elbows right here. Pretty good. I mean, have a pretty gap right there, but he is very muscle. He has like some pretty big muscles. Then right here, they're on like a little hinge, like a ball joint. Not really a ball joint. What would you call this joint? A wrist peg. Yeah, a wrist peg. Sorry. Went brain dead for a second. You swivel it around. And then back down here at the waist, you can spin it 360 all the way around. But again, a big monster. I don't know if you're going to have to do acrobatics. But good articulation. Well, I'm not complaining about it. Hit them some pretty cool punching poses. When it comes to the legs, the thighs, they spin all the way around, but this piece right here moves, and it's all pain to get back into its place. Kicking forward, he could kick up pretty high considering he's a kaiju, which is monster in Japanese, and I guess they just like to kick. I've seen him kick a couple times. He could kick back kick back really far. Oh my god. And then he could do the splits quite well. Not really, but it's something. Right here he has double jointed knees. No, his shin cannot spin around. But yeah, he has double jointed knees. Then right here he has a foot peg and like a little peg right there where you could make his foot spin around, and on the foot you could swivel it around. Well, you could swivel it around before it popped off, and he has articulated toes. That's really it for articulation, going all the way from the head to the feet. Now, you know what? I'll show you guys how to interchange his parts. Self-explanatory, but let's do it anyway. Now that we got him right here, I'm gonna show you guys how to put each individual like spike in the shin. It's pretty self-explanatory. You look in the light, you can see which one is shaped to fit each one. This one's like I think this is the L shape. Can't really see because my lighting is a little. Just to get yep, this is it. And with the shorter one, you just pop it in. It's like the half circle. This will just go like right in there. Then with the taller one, I don't know what shape this is. It's like a bigger L. I don't know how I didn't notice that. I think I had it backward. Yep. And like that. And then taking his shin off is like pretty easy. Just pop it off. You should show that peg. And you pop the foot out. Show that same peg. You can just roll your shin over there. And then pop in this one. It's a little. Oh, I had it backwards. Just get this in there like that. It should just pop right in. It just doesn't go in all the way for me. I've this a couple times, still doesn't go in all the way. But then his foot will just pop right in too, I hope. Please. Thank you. There, just like that. Pop right in. It sticks right there. And then for the arm, it just did all the work for me. His arm just popped right off. And you should just be able to grab the supercharged one. You would obviously want a hand on it. Putting it on is pretty easy. Slide it right in. It's really just that easy to interchange them. But that was the easiest tutorial I've ever taught on YouTube. But I think we should move on to height comparison now. Now we have here right next to the NECA Toys Halloween Kills Michael Myers. Michael is taller just by a little bit, like just about half an inch over his horns. But Michael's pretty tall, and he's certainly taller than him. Next, I guess we could grab him back here since he's already back here, and I had him planned for the height comparison. We have, let me stand him up straight because he's a little arched. We have the Shfiguarts Naruto Shippuden Naruto. He's certainly way shorter than Kaiju. He's almost below the shoulder, just barely getting over it with the hair. If he was bald, he ain't getting over that shoulder, for sure. Just put him back here. I'm not taking Kakashi out of that pose. I did take a minute to put him in. Next to another SH Figuart, we have the SH Figuarts frontman from Squid Game. He has not been on my channel in a hot minute. He really hasn't, and I haven't really been posing him at all either. He's just up on my horror shelf, doing his own thing. Now we have the Hasbro Black Series Darth Vader. Oh, he's dead? Yes, he will. Oh, I thought he would be the same height. He is way shorter, and I don't have him in any pose. He's literally just standing there with his arm up. He's just barely up to his neck. That's pretty short for Vader. I really had high hopes that he would be taller. Now, just because Deadpool and Wolverine did come out today, I do have the Marvel Legends 2-pack Hitmonkey and Deadpool with his little pink camo pistol. Without the pistol, he would just be barely at the top of the shoulder. And now, really, since Deadpool and Wolverine came out today, we had the Marvel Legends Deadpool Legacy Series Deadpool. Just again, barely over the shoulder, so just barely taller than that other Deadpool. That's a pretty good height for Deadpool, and he scales well with a bunch of other my figures. Now we have him with the Mezco Toys. Halloween 2, I couldn't get the word. Halloween 2 Michael Myers. He's tall and short at the same time, just barely getting over the shoulder as well with his hair. And then the two last figures for his height comparison is the Marvel Legends Ant-Man Quantumania? Yeah, Quantumania Ant-Man with the new suit. He's shorter. He's just a little bit over. A lot of the Marvel Legends are just barely getting over his shoulder, which is not bad. I think that's a reasonable height since the humans in the show just barely get under his shoulder. And for heroes being tall, it makes sense. I said 2 last. I meant 3 last. Now we have the McFarlane Toys Batman. This is the first Batman? Yeah, this is the first Batman. Let me stand him up straight. He's taller. It's his horns. You took off his cow's ears, they'd be just about the same height. Oh, there goes Deadpool. They would just be just about the same height, but with his ears on his cowl, making him taller than Kaiju. Now we have a figure that has not been on my channel for a while, because I think I've overhyped this figure, and it took me a while to realize how bad he really was. the Marvel Legends No Way Home 3-pack, Toby. To be honest, in that short I did, I just feel like he deserved the hate more than the US Soldier. A lot more. But that's it for the height comparison. Let me get off to my final thoughts on this figure. Now here we are, last part of the video, where I give my final thoughts on this SH Figuarts Kaiju number 8. My first liking about this figure is, for an SH Figuart, he is really tall and he does tower over most of my figures besides my NECAs and that Farmland Batman I had shown, but that is not mine. That is my friend's, and his YouTube account is The Marvelous Collector. You should probably go follow him. You should probably go subscribe to him, like all his videos. You know what? Comment on all his videos. Yeah, you know what? Comment on all his videos. Say Anthony Figure Guy's much better than him. And I'll put his account in my bio. No, I'm kidding. Go comment on his videos that he's doing good. He did let me use that for the height comparison. A couple of my complaints is way too gappy, but it's not really a complaint at the same time because it helps with the posing. And my second complaint is, again, I said not a lot of accessories, but it does the job. But again, they had so much room in this box to give them lightning effects. I mean, I know it's SH Figuarts, they don't do effects normally, but we're talking about Kaiju here. You should at least come with lightning effects, because it's Kaiju, and they had so much room in this box. Or they could have had wider open hands, or hands with lightning in them. It didn't even have to be an effect. It could have just been hands with lightning in them. And I mean, the box, I like how they figure out starting to realize that the original box is all the same size. It just wasn't really helping with them. And this was a much better look, where it depends how many accessories they have, they kind of thin it out. Much better than their old boxes like Kakashi's back there, or this Tamashii Effects box. But I don't have much complaints, just the gapping, short of a lack of accessories. But the good side is nice box, really nice figure, scales with a lot of my figures, and overall fun to pose, and will be mentioned in a lot more videos. And that's it for today's video. If you liked it, I'd appreciate a subscribe and a like on the video. Maybe a comment. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Depends on how you're feeling. But that's it. If you guys enjoyed it, like, subscribe, maybe a comment. Again, depends on how you're feeling. Have an amazing day or night, whatever time it is you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next video.
I told my boy go roll like 10 blends for me. I told my boy go roll like 10 blends for me.